Brooklyn Beckham, the eldest child of David and Victoria, has just renewed his vows with his wife of just 3 years, Nicola. They're not currently speaking to Brooklyn's family, as I'm sure you know, and it's been reported that no one from the Beckham side was invited to the renewal. This is despite Nicola's family being in attendance. Their last wedding was reported to have cost more than £3 million and was supposedly the root cause of the rift between Brooklyn and Nicola and his wider family, including his siblings and his parents and his grandparents. Now, what we're asking is, do you think renewing vows is lovely and it's romantic, reminds you why you fell in love in the first place, good way to include the family and friends in yet another celebration? Or maybe you think it's showing off and a downright waste of money and time? We'll start with James. How long have you been married to the lovely Ola for now?
22 years.
Wow. Have you renewed?
No.
Would you renew?
No.
No?
What, give my mates a free shindig? No way. That's all it is. It is, for me, it's showing off.
Yeah.
It's a reason or an excuse to have a party and, spend a ludicrous amount of money on... I could think of better ways to spend the money than... I did it once.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to do it again. I meant it the first time. I don't need to do it. But I understand why people do it. So I'm not judging. If people do that, I'm not judging either, because it's down to the individual. That's my personal opinion. If you said to me, I would love to renew my vows, I think it's wonderful as well. It's just not for me.
I said to Michael, 10 years. I think 3 years is a bit soon. But they've got the money, haven't they? So, I mean, they can afford to.
What did Michael say?
Well, he probably wouldn't want to pay for it. He'd be like, I paid once, I'm not doing it again.
Exactly. But when James said, I meant it, I've said it, that's it, I don't need to say it again. What do you think of that?
I think it's nice to, I like the thought of getting everyone together and having a party and, re-saying them vows, just make sure, I don't know.
Why don't you just have a barbecue and just tell him that you love him in front of him?
Bouncy castle.
Yeah, bouncy castle.
Our wedding was very intimate anyway, so wouldn't be inviting hundreds of people. But I think it's nice.
You like it. What about you? You're about to get married.
So I'm getting married for the second time, and we're having a tiny registry office, literally just us and my siblings and my daughter, because I feel like I already had a big white wedding 7-8 years ago. I don't think I can ask all my friends suddenly to buy me another toaster, go on a hen do, tell me I'm the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah.
So I think this falls into a similar camp. If you did it 3 years ago, you cannot do it all big again.
All right, let's talk to Tanya in Hertfordshire about this. Oh, Tanya, you love it. You love renewing your vows. Tell us about it.
Well, Alan and I, when we were going to say our vows, we knew that many people before us had gone to the altar and said, until death us do part, and then reneged on it. Right. And we wanted to make a commitment that we would 100% keep. We believed in marriage and we thought it was a wonderful thing, but you should do everything possible to make it work.
Right.
But if at the end of a period, say 10 years, you found there was no love there, we didn't see perhaps there was any point in continuing. So we made a vow to each other and to our Maker that we would commit 100% for 10 years. And as it happened, that meant we found we were always courting. It wasn't a done deal. It was work in progress.
What a nice
and so as we got to the end of 10 years, we said, this has been so amazing. Yes, please, let's do it again.
Sign me up.
So, that's lovely.
That is lovely.
That's very romantic.
You know Christy Brinkley, the original Uptown girl, she said something very similar. She says she thinks when you get married, it should be 5 years guaranteed, and then you should, have another look at it, a bit like Tanya did, which meant that Tanya was on her best behaviour for 10 years and so desirable they did it again.
It's almost like a lease on a car, isn't it?
Romantic.
Every few years you can chop it in for a new one.
We can see what Ola sees in you. Can't be that beautiful poetic streak.
Are you a poet?
Let's go to Jenny, who's on the line in West Yorkshire. Jenny, you've done it. You've renewed vows.
Yes, we have. Yes. Our 40th.
40 years anniversary, you renewed your vows. What made you decide to do it?
Well, when we got married, none of my family said that my husband would come to church to marry. He wouldn't turn up. So it was sort of like all that. And then as the years have gone on, we've got closer, we've worked at it. And then at 40 years, I put Shana Twain, look at us now, and it was like, fingers up to you. We have made it with 40 years, and that's what That's 17 years ago.
Yeah.
So we've been together 57 years.
Wow.
Gosh. And Jenny, when you said the vows again 40 years later, how did it feel saying the words and being in that position again?
Oh, they felt more so. Oh. They were just, it was like we were getting married, I suppose, for the first time, because it was just, we got remarried in the church, we got married, and we just had close friends, family, and it was beautiful.
Oh, how lovely.
Yeah, it is
As
lovely.
well, like if I did it again with Michael on our 10 years, I'd have like Autumn there and Ronnie there and stuff, and it would be lovely.
So Autumn's her little girl, so you'd have the children
Would
there.
you just have those two or all your kids?
You'd have them all
Obviously, obviously them all.
Let's bring Val in. Val's in Lancashire. Val, have you done it too? You've renewed?
Yes, I have. Yes, we did. It was our 40th wedding anniversary, and we'd booked a holiday in San Francisco because we'd always wanted to go. Yeah. And then we decided when we were going that we'd renew our vows on the Golden Gate Bridge.
Wow.
Which we did, but it was just the two of us. There was nobody else there. Well, actually, there was one gentleman there because he was painting the bridge.
So
which they do.
Literally just for you two. It wasn't for the family and friends. It was just a private, intimate, special moment for you two.
Yes, we walked onto the centre of the bridge and we had our vows written out, because we did different vows to the wedding vows, just because we had shared so much more over the 40 years. So,
wow. And it was meaningful for you. You felt that it was really kind of significant, the whole thing.
It was one of the most wonderful days of my life. Yes.
Oh, lovely thing to say. Let's very quickly go to Kerry in Sussex. Kerry, you did it after 25 years too.
Yes, I got married when I was 18, and our families were very much against our wedding. They didn't think it was going to work.
Right.
And we decided between ourselves that if we lasted 25 years, we would renew our vows. And that's exactly what we did. So we went back to the church we were married in.
Yeah.
We invited as many of the original guests that attended our original wedding. And we had a really lovely day. And it was done the way we wanted it and not how our parents had wanted it. And my dad stood up and apologised to my husband for being horrible to him.
Oh, wow. And did your husband accept the apology?
Yes, he did. We've been married 47 years now, and we're heading for our 50th, so we might do it again on our...
Wow.
Wow, congratulations. I'm absolutely amazing. So anyone who thought this was just a celebrity showing off thing has got that completely wrong. I've changed if I ever meet anyone to make a vow to, I might repeat it. Thank you so much.